Okay, so good morning, everyone. I think it's okay to start. Dean and Vicky, when you think is good time, please alert me so I can start here. Okay, great. Okay, great. So let's start. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining our monthly webinar. Thank you for attending. And thank you to fxstreet.com to give me the opportunity to speak. Okay, my name is Telmo Pinto. I'm the founder and director of market operations at Intuition Trading Group. Let me go through here before we go to the seminar. Okay, for those who aren't familiar with, let's talk here about a couple of facts about our company. We are a recently new company. We were established in 2012. Okay, we are a team of real traders. Okay, with more than 20 years experience financial markets. We have two service automated forex trading signing service and forex managed accounts. Most important is we like to provide a simple and real-time trading solutions to investors. Okay, we saw and we were okay, and here I can speak by myself. Sometimes I was scammed. Okay, I have about 20 years of market, but I was scammed already, and I was tired of seeing the retail trader being scammed. So this is a project of 3 years hard work, and finally 2012 we go through and decide to, okay, let's build trading group where retail traders can finally, okay, or can have a better perspective of market and create some health, okay, with our help. So this is our aim. You can see more details at intuitiontrading.com or on the fxstreet.com website on the services. You have there all info. You are more than welcome to send email about your questions. Okay, so let's move here to our webinar today, our monthly webinar. But first of all, I'd like to tell you that I am a real trader. Okay, so I will not going to boring you with too many okay, not practical things. I prefer do the things practical because the name of the business is trading. Okay, and trading have many concepts, and these concepts, the most important concepts here is defining a trading system and the ability to define psychology, okay, of the trader in order to have confidence in the trading system. Let me open, okay, let me open just here. You can put this here. This is real time. I'm going to speak. So before we go, we need to know first, what is a trading system? Okay, a trading system is simply, okay, a group of specific rules, nothing else, or parameters, okay, that determine entry and exit points. So there are many systems, okay, that they can be combined of technical indicators like moving average, like MACD, my ADX, okay. I prefer to trade with pure price action. Okay, I don't like to use any indicators because price tells us everything. If there is a news coming on the market, price will move. Okay, if there is not news, price will not move. So the other indicators that are related to the price, they are all lagging indicators. And when I say lagging indicators, they need the main frame, that is price, in order to move. Okay, so I really prefer the price section. That's why, and to avoid the noise of the market, I'm going to explain that later, I prefer to trade with Renko charts. Okay, but let's first go here to the concepts of what is a trading system that I told you, the main important aspects of a trading system. Okay, so the two most important things I saw, and I read many books about trading system, and they say, okay, we need to have a combination of parameters, and then we need to have the rules to entry, to exit. The two important things we need to have are simple: is a trend director and a trade activator. Okay, so let's simplify the things, because complicating things will not work, period. Okay, so we need a trend director and a trade activator. This trend director will be our, let's say, will be our main force of the market. If the force of the market are up, we are only looking for the trade activator to give us long trades or buy trades. If the main force of the market is to sell, we are looking for the trade activator to only give us short trades or sell trades. Okay, so let's keep on these two concepts, the trend director and the trade activator, because they have to be in a trading system. If you don't have a trend director on your trading system, it will not work. Okay, only if you use a counter trend system. But even that need a trend director to define, okay, I'm a counter trend trader, but the trend is down. Okay, so I need to go and seek for the overbought of the prices, the oversold of the price of a price, so I can buy here, or overbought of the price to sell against the trend. So, and then you need the trade activator that, okay, this is a good level, so I can hit the button and enter the buy or the sell. Okay. Beside that, we need always, and when I say always, is always imperative, a stop loss. Before we enter in a trade, we need to define where I will give up from my trade, and that level is the stop loss. And when you put a stop loss, you can at all, in any circumstances, change your stop loss. Because you analyze the market, you see that your system told you that at that level, your trade is no longer a good trade. And what happened with most of the traders, okay, and I have seen thousands of traders, okay, what happened is simple. They put the stop loss, and then the brain, because the brain is an extraordinary machine, okay, and our brain begins to see what the investor would like to see. For instance, we are in a short trade, okay, and we put our stop loss, let's say, about 50 pips above of our price. Like I was telling, we enter in a short trade and we put our stop 50 pips above our price. And if price go against our trades, we begin to seek, okay, changes in the market to, okay, let me put my stop in above my stop loss, or change my stop loss, because if market go to this level, can then go down. Okay, and then our brain begins to see completely different of the market. Okay, We are no longer trading a trading system or my trading system or your trading system, okay? But we are trading your brain, what your brain want to see, or what you want to see, and you don't see the things clearly, okay? And then you put another, you change the stop loss, sorry, up, and then price goes a bit down. Okay, price is going to my price, and then you change your stop loss to another level because price, okay, but this is the last step of the market. After that, it will go down, okay, and that is no good. When you enter in your trades, you need to define your target if you have one, okay? The target is not imperative you have. You can have partial profits. I'm going to show you on the system how you can define partial profits and how you can trail the trade. But the profit target is not imperative you have defined. You define the profit target. But the stop loss is the number one thing you don't, or better say, you can change. Okay? So, again, so let's see. I can talk about the steps of creating a trading system. Okay, there are 6 steps, then the optimization. But as I told you, I prefer to be more objective because trading is objective. Okay, and I prefer to show you how you can really define a trading system here. So on the chart here on the slide, don't forget the 2 concepts, okay, that I told her, the trend director and the trade activator, because this is the key for any system, okay, and the money management, of course, but this is the key. So, sorry, in this slide here, in this platform, this is the Mt4 Platform, okay, it's a well-known platform for the Forex market. I personally don't like it. Okay, I don't think this is too professional, or the brokers are not very well with this platform because they have plugins that can make some tricks to the trader, but it's okay. I prefer to show you this as the majority of the Forex traders use it. Okay, so I can show you this. On this chart, you see on the upper chart is the 1 hour or 60 minutes Euro USD, okay? On the bottom chart is the 21 pips Renko bar chart, okay? And here I'm going to introduce the first, element of my trading system, is the Renko bar chart. And as you can see, this is the same period, okay? 12 September, 11, okay, but this is the same period chart, and you can see on the 60-minute chart, you see a lot of spikes, okay, on the price, and on the Renko chart is smoother. You can define the trend, you can define the channels here, another trend, a triple top here, possible triple top here. This is real market chart. But before that, let me explain, okay, the Renkos, there is a story of the Renko that came from the feudal time of Japan, okay. Renko is translating is brick in Japan, okay. So there is a story of this came from the feudal time of the Japan when they defined their blocks, okay, and they colored the blocks, but blah blah blah, okay, it's a story, and I prefer to go simple and not talk about the stories. Okay, Renko bars, they were actually developed several decades ago. Okay, I don't have the exact date, sorry, but they came from Japan, like I told you. The first concept, the history says that they come from the feudal time of Japan when they defined it in blocks and paint the blocks to define the feudal master. Okay, they begin very be very known by the name of the Steve Nixon. Okay, they write a book. He wrote a book behind candlesticks. Okay, they have been for around. Although people have traded them and continue to trade them, but most of the investors, of the traders, they are not familiar, okay, with the Renko, and they are not very comfortable with them. And why? Because on the trend, the Renko bar charts are very good, but if you don't have the tools to avoid the shops of the market, the ranging of the market, is complicated to trade the Renko bar charts. And here, the key on the Renko charts are the ability to define when price is ranging. Okay, I will go that further too, how we can avoid the chops, how we can define the range. Okay, so, but the first thing you can see on the Renko is the simplicity of the chart. Okay, let me put here, maximize here the chart, is the simplicity of the chart. Okay, you can see clearly here, for instance, top of the market, this was the bottom, then market retests, then break, okay, then was making lower highs, another concept I will explain later, okay, then here a retracement of the market, another lower high, this is 3 levels of congestion area, then another move down, then another lower high here, then here, and then begin here creating what I call a possible WV bottom, okay, possible double bottom. This is very good pattern on the Renko, and if confirms here, it can give us good profit from the upside. But these concepts I will explain later. This is just, you see the simplicity, okay, of the Renko chart. This is how you can analyze quickly the Renko bar chart, okay? And you can see that lower highs were forming here. We have here a possible 3 top, okay? And then market, if confirm, if could not break and go down, okay, test this level, and if go up again, it could go up. I will explain that later, but to see the simplicity. And if you put the 1 hour chart that, okay, most traders are okay, familiar with, and that is another problem on the traders and on trading system, is what time frame I should trade. Okay, there is no perfect time frame. Okay, one system can trade a 5-minute chart, the other system can trade a 15 minutes, the other the 30, 60, or 10, or 4 hours, 8 hours daily. Okay, there is no perfect time frame. First of all, you need to know, you as a trader, okay, to define what is your perfect time frame. If you are a full-time trader, that doesn't mean you need to trade tick charts or 1-minute charts or 5-minute charts. Okay, I receive many emails questioning about, okay, what's your opinion of the time frame, and I talk about talk every day with other traders, and what is for you the time frame? I'm a full-time trader, or I only have two hours a day to see the market. There is no perfect. Okay, you need to define you first, and this will include your risk profile. If you can handle 150 or 200 pips stop loss, and now you are going to say, oh, 200 pips stop loss. Okay, that is nothing if you can make, okay, 1,000 pips in a trade. Okay, like for instance, let me show you only this. Okay, this is another time frame. Okay, and if you can see here, sorry, if you can see here, this movement here, okay, this is 1,000 pips move. Okay, this comes from the 120. This is 1,100 pips move. Okay, you are risking here on this time frame like 200 pips stop, but if you can make 5 times that level on your profit target, okay, and you don't know because it's not finished the trade, market can retrace here. Okay, this is not a level to go out. At least is at most, sorry, is your first level to partial take. Okay, this is 100, this is 800 pips partial profit, and market can go to 135. Okay, so you can make it easily 1,500 pips trade. So these all concepts, they are all okay, they are all connected. So to define your time frame, you need to go to your risk profile. So first, you need to sit on the desk or watching the sea or wherever you want. And the first question you have to make is, am I a risk taker? If you answer no, then you are on the wrong business. Trading, sorry, telling this, but trading is not for you. Okay? This is the first question you need. If you are a risk taker, I'm not saying that you are, okay, a crazy risk taker. Okay, let's win it all or lose it all. Like I see many times on systems that, okay, let's have gains of 500%, okay, in 1 month, like I see last month, and yesterday lose about 300%. Okay, that is not trading at all. That is gambling. So it's better go to a casino and, okay, spend the money there. Okay, if you are a risk trader or a risk taker, is if you are willing to risk a part, okay, of your portfolio in order to probability to win, okay, money in the market. Yes, MRC is recorded. So this is what is important. If you are willing to risk, you need to define, okay, what is my level of risk? I feel comfortable with 20 pips, 40 pips, 60 pips, okay, 100 pips, 200 pips, that depends. Okay, don't think that by you are always on the market, like do a scalp, you will make more money than a swing position trader. Okay, don't think about that. In my 20 years experience in financial markets, I only see 2 traders that were profitable scalping. Okay, real profitable. When I say profitable, it's not, okay, I have 1 good month or 2 good months. No. In a time space like 2 years, okay, they were profitable. They were consistently profitable. Okay, so scalping is even more difficult and to trade than swing or position trading. Okay, personally, I'm a swing trader. Okay, I'm a position swing trader. I'm a trend following trader. Okay, so how many pips do you consider standard for a Renko? That depends. I will show you that for euro, for instance, I use 4 time frames. or 4 pips on the Renko range. They are the 21, the 34, the 55, and the 89. How I get these numbers, I will go and explain too that they came from the deviation of the 20 and 80 area of the chart, of the price, sorry. Because I notice when I work at the institutional level, I notice that the mark of the banks and institutions to exchange the money to the client, the 20 and the 80s, are the more important level, because they always mark up about 80 pips, 100 pips. So they need to have that 20 pips, 40 pips difference in order they don't lose money if the market goes against the previous day mark price. Okay, but I'll go there. Like I said, as there is no perfect time frame, there is no perfect range for the Renkos. And the Renkos, I will go and explain how the Renko bar charts are built. You need to see the price hit the level in order you have one bar created or not. So let's move over here. Let me close here. Control A, delete. Okay. Okay. This is the 21 pips. This is my main trading chart. Okay. The 21 pips chart on the Renko. This we can see is equivalent to the, let's say, to the 1 hour chart. Okay. But Renko, okay, if you look at the dates on the bottom, okay, of my chart, you will see that not all days have the same number of bars, because Renko has no time dimension. Okay, Renko needs the price to move in order to create a new bar. And let me maximize this so you can see. For instance, now we have a close of this bar at 129.36. So we will only have one new bar if market goes to 129.57 or if market comes to 128.94. Okay? So on the Renkos, you know in advance where the bar will close. This is another advantage, at least for me, to put your orders and to put your stops, because if market goes to that level, okay, you do a partial profit, you have a new bar form, or you have your stop loss hit. So for new traders, okay, that are usually trading the normal time frames, okay, this can be very good in order to create, okay, the decision making, okay, to help you in order to, okay, if price go there, that is my stop and I will not move. If price goes there, that price, I will enter because price is there, bar is closed, so is my long trade or my short trade. So this can give you more confidence and discipline. Because on trading, you need to have patience and discipline. Okay? If you don't have discipline, okay, that happens. Okay, this happens with me in my early days of trading, that I, for instance, could have 2, 3, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks of gains, and in 1, 2 days, I lost all gains plus money in my account. It's strange, but this will not happen to me, but happens with every trader. Sorry. And if there is a trader that say, okay, I win 200% per month and I'm going to be a millionaire in 2 months. Okay, that trader first or not trade real money. Okay, and that is simple. You go with a demo account and you do and you do 10 lots in the 1K account or 2K account. Okay, this is an example. Okay, I'm not counting with leverage here. Okay, and you have 2 or 3 consecutive good trades. Okay, or you are not realistic at all. The gain, okay, Mr. Gain, an expert or a guru on the markets, and there are many followers of the Gain. Okay, I like Gain. I read some books about the Gain work, and I think the Gain work is outstanding work, but they are missing one very important thing on his work is the zone of the trader. And the zone is you can have 20 or 30 or 40 or even 100 consecutive positive trades, but you need to know that after some positive trades or a sequence of positive trades, you will have some losing trades because there's no holy grail. Okay, there's no system that you will enter in the market and you will always win. There is no such thing, period. Okay, you can seek another good system or other good system or another one or even another one, but you will never find the holy grail. The holy grail is inside you, is the discipline, okay, and the patience you need to have in order, if you have a trading system that on the long run, and when I say long run, is at least 6 to 12 months consistent, can deliver consistent profits to you, even if you have 4, 5, or 10 consecutive losing trades, okay, you know that after that sequence, you will begin to win again. And on this, enter the money manage that I'm going to speak to. So, you need to know that. And that is another problem of the traders, that there is plenty of forums, there is, okay, thousands of trading systems. Be careful of that trading system. They are sold on the internet, because if they need to sell the trading system, something is wrong. Okay? If you have a system that can consistently making money on the market, why you need to sell it? This is the first question you need to think. Okay? I will not go further and talk about the expert advisors or the automated trading, because if that happens, and I work at the institutional level, I saw some automated trading, but they always need to be controlled by a human. And when I say a human, is a trader. Okay? And they need to be re-optimized, a thing that I hate. Okay, you don't have to optimize your system. Your system is not because you have a ranging market that you need to optimize your system, and then when the market is trending, you need to change your system again. No, you need to seek, okay, the best of the both worlds. I know this sounds impossible, but it's possible. You will lose on the range, and you will lose sometimes on the trend. But on the overall trading, okay, on the overall trading, you will be profitable. Okay, Solomon, How much capital I should start trading with while I am still learning? Okay, Solman. If you are still learning, in my early days of trading, I don't have demo accounts. Unfortunately, at that time, I didn't have demo accounts to demo trading. Okay, so if a trader is beginning his trading journey, because trading is a journey, not a destiny. Okay, like not everyone can be a doctor or a lawyer. Okay, I advise you to don't trade with real money. Okay, do a paper trading first, and when you feel confidence, okay, and you see that your system is profitable enough to consistently giving gains to your account, you can go there and trade with real money. Regarding the trading capital, that depends. Okay, you can't expect with 1K in account you live for that. Okay, we need to be realistic, and that is another problem on the traders, is that you need to define a realistic profits or percentage profits to your account. You can think for seeing some advertisement that tells you that, okay, in 1 month with 5K, I have made 50K or 100K. Okay, that is possible. I'm not saying that is not possible. But is it possible on the long run? Because trading is not a sprint. Okay, this is not a 100-meter sprint. Trading is a marathon. And for a marathon, you can't go at all with maximum speed, because you will lose the race. And on trading is the same. If you go with high leverage in your trading, if you create unrealistic expectations of your trading, you will doom to fail. Okay, Harry, I have seen a trader with 500 and turn that in 1 million in 5 years. So I'm not saying that 2050 can't be turned into 1 million, but for sure it will not in 1 month or 2 months time. Okay, create realistic expectations. Okay, there's a German trader that begin on the Bund market with 500 euros, Deutsche Mark in that time. Okay, 500 Deutsche Mark, begin to trading the bonds and create millions with that. Okay, like you have doctors, okay, or surgeons that win, okay, for a surgeon 10K, and you have others that won, okay, 100, okay, that won 1K. Okay, so there are excellent traders, okay, but for sure they have realistic expectations. And about your comment, I told earlier about the GAN, and is trading in the zone. Probably, if a trader that turns, okay, 5K or 2.5 into 1 million, if he begins already his trading journey, maybe he can possibly lose the money instead of turning that into 1 million. Because if you are in your trading zone, you can create health. But if you over leverage, you are doomed to fail. Okay? I saw the expert advisors alerting for, okay, this is the you can turn and make millions in 1 year, or you can turn and make 100K in 1 month. Okay, if you desire, you can go with them. My opinion is that it's pure scams. Okay, you need to be consistent. You can turn 5K into 1 million in 5 years, for instance, trading low risk profile. And when I say low risk profile, is you try and average 6 to 8% per month. Okay, and compounding the profit is very important. The compound of the profit. If you can compound the profits, you will win for sure, and you are consistent. Okay, and you can turn 5K into 1 million in 6 years of that. 6 years time. Okay, so let's move here to the chart. If you want to create the Renko bar charts, okay, on the Mt4 platform, you can send me an email, and I will send you the details to the script, okay, where you can create this Renko charts on the Mt4 platform. Okay, if you have the TradeStation or the Ninja Trader platform, or multi-charts or other platform, okay, but these three are the most used, or Neo-Ticker, okay, you have predefined the Renko charts, okay, the ability for create the Renko chart. On the Mt4, this is an emulation of the Renko chart. So, on my trading, like I told, I usually use 4 time frames. Okay, 4 time frames. This is the other template I'm going to show. Okay, is this template here? I usually use 4. Yes, Harry, that is true, and that's why I'm urging that it's possible to turn, but it's not the holy grail. So, but let's move here so I can turn this on so we can go further here. Okay, on multiple time frames, what is important is, and the most important thing on multiple time frames is the higher time frame, okay, overrule the others. If you see a strong uptrend on the higher time frame, you will need at least respect that trend on the lower ones. This is most important concept for me. There are others, okay, that the time frames must be at least 3 or 5 times. Okay, I don't use that. I like to keep it simple. Okay, the things, keep it simple in order to simple rules for my brain understand. Okay, so this is the main time frames. Let's go here to the 21 pips. Is my main trading chart here. Okay, the most important rule for the Renko is we can see clearly that this is uptrend. Okay, clearly, okay, can see clearly that market is coming down, market is going up, market is coming down, but after facts, everything seems clear. Okay, after the market made these bars, is okay, market go up there, I could buy there, okay, or I could have bought there, or I could have sold there, okay. There is, but in real time, how we can define this? The purist of the Renkos, this is the guys that look, or the traders that look up the Renkos, the main rule they have is, okay, if we have 2 opposite bars on the Renko, the trend has changed, or a possible change of the trend. If you go with this rule, you are doomed trading the the Renko chart. That's why on the beginning I told that, okay, most people are uncomfortable trading with Renkos. Because if you go with 2, okay, and this is a very good example here. Sorry, okay. This is a good example of trading 2. If you trade 2 bars here, you have here a loss, okay, then market go up, and then you can have these moves here, 2 down, 2 up. And this means you have lost at least 120 pips on this, okay? You entered long, then you enter short, then you enter long, then you enter long, short. So is 120 pips you have lost here. That's why the traders go out from the Renko bar charts. But you have the tools to avoid this, okay? And the tools I use are the market sentiment indicators. Let me put here, open here, okay? Let me put here the market sentiment indicators. I use the Oanda to define me the market sentiment indicators, okay? And we have here what this is. Okay, it's in English. What this is? This is the orders that are on the market. One, they are realized, others they are not realized. Okay, on the open orders here, okay, these are the orders that are not realized on the market. Okay, this is where we can spot where we can spot the stops of the market. And these levels, with conjunction with the Renko, I'm going to show you, conjunction with the Renko can give you good entry rules here. Okay, these open positions are the realized orders on the market. So these are real orders that are on the market. The blue ones are the orders that are losing money. So as you can see, there will be always the majority of the traders are losing money, and the orange one are the trades that are winning money. Okay, I use this as a contrary indicator. If I see too much sell pressure, okay, or too much short positions here, and too much short positions here, I will think, okay, price have to the higher probability to go up. And why I can say that? Because if you think who will lose more money, and this is the way the institutions and the banks, and you need to think at who will lose more money. Will be the sellers or will be the buyers of the market? If will be the sellers, the high probability is the price to go up. If will be the buyers, the higher probability is for market to go down. If you see an equity on the balance like we have now, okay, this is an equity of the balance here, okay, we have the short positions here, but these are at least 60-40, so this is a equality balance. You go to the open orders and see where are the stops. So the stops now are below 129.10, okay, or above 129.40. So at the first glance, the order book now, or these market sentiment, don't tell you, okay, don't tell you too much information. If you see here huge pressure, okay, on the seller side, you can think, okay, the high probability and confirmation with the Renko, is to go up. Okay, if you see on the buyer side, the higher probability is to go down. But for instance now, and this is real time, we don't have too much clues, okay, for where price might go. We are in definition, and that is completely in agreement. Let me open here the platform. It's completely in agreement with the price now. We have here a possible triple top here, and we are here in this congestion area. As you can see here, we have bar up, down, to down, up, and now probably a down bar. So this is an agreement. Price is not defined. Okay. We go to these questions. Harry, do this when remember they are broken, never trust them. Yes, but this is not okay. Well, this tool was developed by one of the founders of the Awanda that is not with them now. Okay, some problems there, and this will only show you the levels of the market. Okay, this is only show where the stops are. And I look at this indicator about 3-4 years now, and what I can say is that the levels that are defined and the pressure, buy pressure or sell pressure, are in agreement in the whole market. Okay, this can represent a nice conjunction of all market vision. Okay, so even is a broker, okay, and is not a trustable broker, or is a trustable broker, this is not the question now, is a tool, because unfortunately on Forex we don't have a centralized market, okay, that we can see, like for instance we have on the stocks, or you have on the futures, to have an advanced decline ratio, okay, where we can see the advances and declines, or the stocks, or centralized market. But this represents, in my opinion, a very good example of the whole market scenario. Okay. Elu, do you have any book where you outline details of this Renko and market sentiment trading methodology? No, Elu. I didn't think yet to write a book. I prefer to trade. Okay, I really prefer to trade. Or not. It's not my time yet to write books. Okay, I need to learn a lot in the market. Okay, I need to learn more on the market. When I settle, okay, in 20 years or 30 years, then I can think in write a book. Right now, I really prefer to trade. Okay, I'm a real trader and I like what I do. Okay. So, Harry, another broker may give you another sentiment. No, Harry, that is not true. The sentiment is on the market, okay? That can be different, okay? But one sentiment is the all market sentiment, okay? You can think that, okay, when they give you that the sentiment is down, and the other said that, well, the sentiment is up, okay? So that can happen, okay, like on the futures on tech. Okay, so let's see here. As you see the market sentiment, we saw there that price was balanced. Okay, we have 60-40, more sellers than buyers. So there are a slightly more higher probability that market go down, okay, then go up, but not a clear one. And the Renko agrees with that. Okay, we have here 3 tops here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We have here the possible triple bottom. Then market retest this level. If market can hold this, we for sure can see a down move here. Okay, so this is what you can see, how you can put in agreement the market sentiment indicators and the Renko Charts. Okay, how I use the Renko Charts. Okay, Harry, your question, Pinto system is at the moment secret. If you write a book about it, now you will no longer make money with it. That is not true, okay? That is not completely true. I can make money with my system because the system I develop, um, more players with the market with my system is even better. Okay, because I trade mostly breakouts and trend following. Okay, there are systems. If you have 1,000 or 2,000 investors with the same system, that can create some imbalance of the price and the system begins not work. There is not a problem with my system. Um, okay, I analyze the market. I can trade about 2 billion, 2.5 billion with it, and not make any difference in the market. So there is not a problem at all. But um, I'm not willing to sell it. Okay, or I'm not giving up of it now. Okay, it's not time for me to write a book. Okay, there are some. I'm not saying that don't trade or trade at all, but right now is not a time for me to write a book. It's time for me to continue to do what I do professionally about 12 years now, is trading. I love what I do, is trading what I do, and that's why on this webinar I'm not worrying you about, okay, trading system have this, or, okay, I prefer practical things, because humans, okay, or men, learn from practical, not from the theoretical. Okay, the theoretical part is not. I don't like it. Okay. So, well, too many questions, and okay, but we will have the second part of the webinar. Okay. Tell me, how many years did it take you get to the stage where you earned enough money to spend full time in forex trading? Well, my journey took me about 5 years. Okay, my trading journey. I have lost big, about 18 years ago, when I went to the futures market. Okay, and I think, well, I am the Superman of the trading. I have a trading system, and I will going to be a millionaire tomorrow. And then I lost big. I lost the account in one day. Okay, and it was not okay. It was not low money. It was big money. I lost it. Since then, okay, about 18 years now, I begin to develop my personality, and about 12 years now, okay, I can say I'm a consistent and profitable trader. Okay, but it's a hard journey. Okay, there is no way, or there is no shortcuts. Okay, that can be some short trades. For instance, you can have okay, reliable trading signals or management on your account for you to see, okay, to see the trades that are made, but be careful because there is too many signal sellers. You need to see okay, I prefer need to see 6 to 12 months of the report and analyze. Okay, do your due diligence. I'm not saying that, well, my signals are profitable and are the best. No, I told about on the beginning. I will not speak more about that because for sure there is other signal provider. I know that my system is reliable, okay, and can consistently give profits to the client's account, okay. But if you have that, you can make a conjunction, okay, of the signals and your system, and you can see a different way, okay, to trade the market, okay, or how is trading the market. Harry, regarding your questions, yes, there is possible, okay, there is possible, Harry, there is possible. Because the institutionals are always looking. Don't think that any expert advisor that comes, or any system that is out on the market, the institutional don't have it. Don't think that. Okay? They always have someone or a team of individuals searching for that system, those systems, and the expert advisors. They can be, or they can have the Guardian Protect or another protection, but they can break that protection and see how the system behaves, or individuals to study, okay, that behaviors of the systems. So that's why you can see that some systems not work after that. Okay, so hello, but the time you spend explaining your system on the web, and it can be more efficient used if you can check fundamentals of the system in a book, and you can spend more time on practical aspects. Yeah, okay, hello, I can agree with you, okay, but I didn't wrote any book about the system, okay. Maybe I can do that in near future, okay, and I can expose that on the webinars, maybe a series of webinars here. So that is not a problem, okay. I can think that in the future. So to resuming here, the first part, okay, of the webinar. You're welcome, Ella. To resuming the first part here of the webinar. This is the system, okay, or the basic system, okay. This was a long introduction, sorry, but with this introduction and with the next webinar, okay, in 30 minutes now, I will going to explain how you can trade this all together, okay. If you'd like, I would like to see you all in 30 minutes here. Okay, so you can continue this webinar, okay, and can continue our talk. Thank you for all your questions. Sorry if I'm not more open, okay, but like you have to understand, okay. I will not explain my system. I'm explaining the tools I use. I'm going to explain, okay, in the second part of webinar, where to enter, okay, where to exit, okay, the possible levels, the money management concept too. But I think this was a profitable, okay, 1 hour we spent here, and I hope you all enjoy the session, okay, the webinar, and hope to see you all in 30 minutes for now. So thank you very much for joining today. Thank you. Bye. See you.